You had been in prison for how long?
8 years.
Her tenant never revealed his criminal past.
The police came to the house and did a search of the house. They arrested him for possession of a gun that was yours.
But her silence was shocking.
Did you say to the police officer, "It is my handgun"?
I did not.
You could have gone to the police station and say, "Here's my registration. You're holding somebody for doing something they didn't do."
This is Judge Judy.
Miss Wilstead, I'm going to start with you.
Yes, ma'am.
You wanted to rent a room in your house.
Correct.
Had you ever rented a room in your house before?
I had not. I actually had
look,
just
don't-
purchased.
Look at me. Don't look down.
Sorry.
The answer?
No, I had just purchased the house I guess about 2 years before that, before I rented it out. So.
Okay. So this was your first tenant, and you posted an ad on Craigslist.
Yes, ma'am.
The plaintiff answered that ad. Stop looking down. Turn the paper over.
Sorry.
Plaintiff answered the ad.
Yes, ma'am.
He liked the room. Looked okay. When did he rent the room?
It was on January the 1st.
And how much was the rent?
$695.
Did he sign a lease?
He did. Well, no. We had a verbal agreement on lease. I'm sorry. He filled out an application, but no lease.
Okay. I'd like to see the application he filled
Sure.
out.
Right here. Here you are.
Okay. Whose handwriting is this?
That's my handwriting.
You say applicant wants 6-month lease and will pay in advance cash if approved on January 1st. If he was approved, he filled this out on December 28th. If approved on January 1st so that he could move in within 3 or 4 days, he'll pay you $600 in advance. No evictions, good credit, polite, move out 7/1/19.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what you wrote.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, when the plaintiff filled out this application, it says, Mr. Shadara, is the occupant a registered sex offender? No. That is true that you are not.
That is correct. I'm not.
Are there any criminal matters pending against you at the time you filled this out?
No, ma'am, there was not.
But it says, has the occupant been convicted of a crime? And you wrote no, but that was an untruth.
That was untrue.
Okay. Because you had, in fact, been convicted of a crime and you had been in prison.
Correct.
For how long?
8 years.
Now, the application also says that you are unemployed because it doesn't list the name of an employer. It doesn't list a previous address for him. It doesn't list any current employment. It doesn't list any previous employment. Shh. It doesn't describe any other income that the applicant wants. That's all blank, right? So of all of this, the only thing that was incorrect was that the plaintiff had been, in fact, convicted of a crime.
Yes, ma'am.
And he moved in on January 1, and you accepted his 6-month in advance payment.
Yes, ma'am.
How much did you accept from him?
$4,170.
Subsequently, I'm trying to figure out what date it was that the police came to the house. What date was that?
It was February the 4th.
So the plaintiff had been in your home for now a month.
Yes, ma'am.
Without incident.
Correct.
Did he move in with any property?
After he moved in, he had some items delivered.
What did he have delivered?
I believe it was a bed frame, a dresser, and a television.
Any clothes, anything else?
No, he brought those when he came.
So there was no bed in the room?
I did have a bed, but he said that he wanted his own, so I had moved that one out so he could bring his own in.
Was there a TV in there?
No.
Was there a dresser in there?
There was like a little short...
The answer is no. So on February 4th, the police came to the house and did a search of the house.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know why. Do you know why, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
What was the reason?
Because I was still on parole, so they were doing a routine home inspection.
Okay, so this was a parole inspection.
Correct.
How many people came to the house?
3 officers, and then they called for 2 backup, came afterwards. But initially, 3 came to do the routine search, and when they found a weapon, they called 2 more for backup.